take minutes or to comment. We have the full variety of music in Quickville, import, export, so forth. So nobody is a stranger to the likes of Britney Spears, NSYNC, for real, and J-pop, K-pop, all the other sorts of music. Everybody is aware of all the music around the world and so forth. Because everybody exists and coexists together in this neutral dimension of ours that's neighboring to this one right here, 1218. Their dimension of our dimension is C197. There's C's connected here is ours. So thank goodness a dimension merge is happening, so we don't have to be confused. C197, 1218. So we can take out Jacoba and a whole bunch of other freaking menacing foes. Anyway, back to the story. Scientists her explanation was cut short by a science figure gently placed across the road. Okay. I know what you mean. So here's the deal. And somewhere in the dark, I thought I heard the dog bark. Excuse me. Alright, whose joke idea was it to order a pizza and try sending my way? You interrupted this thing! And you know what? This is what happened that got me blacklisted from any deliveries from Papa John's. Why they would never deliver any pizza to this place. You frickin' hate trolls! You wanna get dirty? The sight you tackled her, roast you cried out, "Oh! Son at you!" First world, just like where Giratina lived in the Pokemon game or movie. And somewhere in the dark, I thought I heard the dogs bark. Oh, I need to take a restroom break anyway. Stay tuned for further details. We'll be right back after these massages. Another frickin' pizza prank. Don't do this anymore! Alright.
Why would you write something like that? Please change it and let Sonic win!
You know what? I'm gonna intervene at this. I grabbed the author from behind as well. I grabbed the other side of the shirt. S&T looks at me in shock and is like,
What?
Miss Jan. Except not in the form as she had seen me just now, but in a form where I'm in my Sonichu form, but also wearing a helmet, a gray one-piece, shin guard covers, and you can see bright, luminescent C's on my back. And I got rocket posters on my feet. This is me, Christian Sonichu in my CPU form. The original from Dimension 1218 and C197. Shit, I had trouble with names. I can't remember. Opuscon, there it is. Now I remember his name. Opuscon, what the freak is going on with you, man? Why did you write this? I'd be like, I too want to punch you right in the face, you freaking bastard. Writing all this just to set Courtney and Chris and T up like this, and an alternate version of me. I feel like I want to pop you on the head, you freaking bastard. Now you write them out of the story right this instant. Or I'm gonna come out with that and slap you silly! Give him a one punch. His head turned and snapped, but not quite. Killing him, he's still alive. A deep breeze. And then I suddenly said, wow, what a way to reclaim this story. Or at least to try to, anyway. I can't believe I actually summoned you here, of all things. I can go back in time. I can do so many things. I'm a literal goddess. CPU of Commodore consoles and the nation of Quickville also merged with the nation of Comma. But aside from that, hope is gone! Well, regardless, it's already too late for me to try to write them out. As the story has already been written, what I'm saying is that Sonic will be defeated because of the simple fact that Sonic has weaknesses. This, Chris, apparently not you, not me. Yeah, I have my faults. That one has his faults. Just about every other Christian has their faults, especially because of the frackin' autism. Well, regardless, that Chris, I did not write that Chris any faults, even autism. Forget the autism of that one. That Chris is a Mary Sue. In fact, so much of Mary Sue, he's powerful enough as colossal Christian Sonichu to take down Sonic. Elaborated. And then Courtney goes on. You made up this fast fictitious logic. I said, when? I had to figure out where he lived. Where he lived. Opus Con. Which he never told her. That's it, I said. Yeah, thanks. How'd you get to Virginia so quickly? Courtney asked. I have magical writing powers. I can simply write myself in, and there I am, I answered. Of course you can. Just like I can write myself in while I'm reading this. You freaking fucking. Stop it, Grant! You're nagging me! You put him through so much freaking inconveniences and bullshit, Opus Con. How could I not want to shake you?
We don't have time to be fighting with the rider. We've got to go in and save Sonic.
Yes, I do agree, S&T. You do need to do that. Seriously, I've read this thing to the end right now, so... Yep, you gotta do that. You have to do that. That's definitely how you get around this guy's plot twist! Well, why can't we just kill the rider? Courtney wondered aloud. Because I won't write that thing. Because I won't write that. Do I need to remind you who's in control here? I retorted. Well, that's all from me. Bye. And yeah, wrote myself out of the story. You're not getting away from me that easily. I'm after you. I know where you live. You're in Texas. I got you in a major grip, Opus Con. You're not getting away from me. You will be punished. Oh, crap. I'll deal with you another time. And then I sent him flying. He feels it in his soul directly and heavily. Even right at the moment I pushed him away, he's suddenly feeling it back where he is in Texas. Right here, right now, this very moment, this tape, February 11th, 2020. I mean, shoot, what is it, like 9:23, probably like, Texas. Is that Central or Mountain Time? Well, anyway, it's either 8 or 7. I feel like it's Mountain Time, so I'm good with that. Anyway. Alright, well, anyway, I'm sorry for intruding, but I can only do so much in support of this.
That's okay.
Yes, since he replied.
So, you're the real Christian.
Yes, the one threat from the real world dimension of 1218 that's literally neighbors with C197 where you're from, and coordinate the S&T where you and I from.
What, really?
Yes. All this is real. What part of that did you not understand now by you being S&T in this fated event? When this happened about a year or two ago? Or at least when you read up to the end of chapter 7 nearly a year ago. What are you talking about?
Oh, I just got it! The memory caught up to me,
Courtney said. Alright, well, no confusion of this. S&T, you need to go save Sonic. I gotta go. I'm out. Y'all, you take care. You all will do well. Just go thanking that. And Eggman, I'm coming after you. You stop attacking Quickville. I will come after you amongst the common foes we have. Giovanni's going down too, not to mention freaking Jacoba. Listen, see, I pop in. I know this is a crucial moment. I pause time right here at this point. Chris, you disappoint me. Wait, what? Who are you? Look at that Chris looked at me as I am in my Sonic Q and CPU form. Let's see what I'd seen earlier. I am the Prime. I am the Chris Chance Sonic Q Prime of the actual real dimension that you were inspired from. You were made by somebody else. Wait. I was made by somebody else? And yet you are a self-counterpart to me. You exist because of me, mainly and first and foremost. Though somebody has created and depicted you with other aspects, as you may as well know. Wait, that's right. I do recall. But wait, this puts me in perspective. My world was created by somebody else, and yet I was inspired by you. You're the prime. That means you are the one true Christian Sonichu. Yep, I nodded back at him. I'm sorry, Chris. You should rethink your life and your choices. Make up your mind. You need to reevaluate yourself. You have a chance to recreate your world at this point. You gotta get your act together. Go SMT, goes to the portal now. I tell SMT looking at her.
Okay.
So she stood there looking at the portal, then ran off. Originally leaving Chris to the collapsing world, but yet I was with him. She was still in her super form as the portal was almost closed. I'll give you a hand if you start helping yourself merrily. I tell Chris, you're telling me all this. I'm like trying to encourage myself. Do I listen to myself? I don't listen to anybody else outside. And yet you are from the real world. Should I listen to myself from the real world? We don't call it the real world. My dimension number is 1218. And I exist from a dimension known as C197. Both of your quote real and this inside your mind dimensions are different, vastly. You're a distant self counterpart to me, and yours is a self-distant alt dimension from mine. Both of mine, as I exist in both of those dimensions. How can you? You're so restricted with your reality's rules and everything. I make do, and I get by. With a little help from my Sonic Chew, my Rosie Rose Chew, my Magic Chan, and everyone else. And those of my world, both dimensions as well. You could do the same thing to better yourself. I heed you to listen to yourself. I'd say Chris. And get away from all the rocks and debris. I put him on a platform and tell Chris, take your time. Think about it. You have the abilities, you have your own powers. You're not a deity like me. You're a long way from that. For this particular alt dimension and timeline. It'll take you a whole lot longer to even reach what I have reached. And lots of self-development for real. I'll leave you now. Recover your world. Both of your dimensions, put yourself back together, make yourself better. Do you understand me? Christian Sonichu. Yeah, I think I do. Very good. And then I teleport out and come back to my dimension here. Chris puts herself back together and soon rebuilds her dimension and gets herself on the better track of things. Meanwhile, S&T zoomed as fast as she could, avoiding Roxanne's debris toward the exit. Barely anything was left of the portal, and S&T realized that she might never make it. She reached out a hand to the portal and stuck her head through. Everybody in Chris's room noticed. S&T! Let's get her out, Courtney said. She grabbed S&T's hand and started pulling as the portal grew tighter and tighter. Everyone lined up and assisted in pulling her out. S&T used all her strength to pull through, and at the last moment she popped out of the portal and it closed behind her. S&T got through the final act, ranked SS Super Special. Courtney hugged S&T happily. You made it in time! Excuse me. What happened to Chris? Sonic asked.
Well, I tried to offer to help him, but he refused to come with me.
S&T said sadly. Listen, Courtney knelt down. Sometimes you will find people who will believe in something that doesn't work for anyone. And they believe it to the point that it becomes part of their values. Once that happens, they are too far gone. And anything that conflicts with their beliefs is ignored or dismissed. You can't help people if they are not open-minded to change. Chris, it's just one of these cases. We just couldn't help him. We just have to let him do what he wants to do, whether it gets him in trouble or not. Maybe I walked in. So, there's nothing we can do to help that particular Chris. Courtney nodded, disappointed. We just have to let him destroy his own life. We can't help him otherwise. Everyone nodded and agreed. Suddenly, Palkia roared in a roar.